My name is Jure. I'm going to talk about the Web 2.0 Expo from O'Reilly. O'Reilly is the company that makes computer books with funny covers, with animals on it, and they're usually green. There's also a company that trademarked Web 2.0, and it's supposedly evil because of that. And they trademarked Web 2.0 because of their event around it. Essentially, Web 2.0 Expo is the biggest conference around web technologies, whatever you think about them. So essentially, it's happening 4 times a year right now, and probably the biggest one is in San Francisco, in Microsoftov Web Center. It's the same center where Apple developer conference is going on, so the same thing Steve Jobs is talking about, cool new stuff. But it also means that there are about 7,000 to 10,000 people attending in 4 days of the conference. So basically you go there and you meet everybody who's anything in the web industry, and they're mostly local. Okay. Right. So because this conference is supposed to be so incredibly important, all the big guys come there to announce the newest stuff. They have keynotes. Team O'Reilly says they're so cool and everything around it. So I'm going to read the lecture. I'm going to present you some stuff that big guys did. I'm going to present you some startups that were interesting there, and then I'm going to talk about some cool stuff around San Francisco and O'Reilly, the startup scene there. And afterwards, you can play with Pleo and stuff like that. The dinosaur with the name key. Okay. More seriously. So, yeah. So, supposedly the news of the conference was that Ray Ozzie, the chief Microsoft engineer or whatever his official title is, went on the stage and said, "We're going to mesh. Microsoft is going to mesh lots of stuff." And then also Microsoft Live Mesh. So, and now I'm going to tell you what it is. It says cloud computing in every home. And the idea is that basically you have a cute little client called Live Mesh, which allows you to synchronize all of your devices. So portable computers, workstations, mobile PCs, and stuff like that. And does that in the most seamless way as possible. So what's happening is that basically you say, well, this is one computer, this is the second computer, we set usernames for the Microsoft Live accounts, stuff like that. And then things just start buzzing along, left, right, automatic synchronization. And because that's not enough, we do something even better. We put everything on the cloud. So the cloud, or as this is the way we call remote storage. So the cloud is 5 gigs of hard drive space that Microsoft gives you inside their infrastructure, and you can use it to beam your files over to other computers. So that means that you can use that storage for, so you can use that for remote storage to share your pictures, stuff of it. So essentially what's happening is that each device has a way to talk to the cloud, and it synchronizes files to the cloud, and then as other devices get connectivity to the internet, it downloads the transferred files. And because this is such an important announcement from Microsoft, it's going to present invisible feature. It's going to be there for some time, hopefully. It has lots of APIs, it has lots of ways to extend it, and it essentially allow you to basically say, I'm a storage provider, or I have a cool application that could really use the cloud, and then you can talk with APIs. Initially, they announced the Windows version. They also have they're already all committed to the Mac client. No official word on the Linux client. since the thing is invite only and not many people actually got invites, we have no way how much is it done yet. And some early reviews are saying that yeah, it looks cool, it looks nice, but let's wait a few months before they actually release the stuff. So that's the live mesh. Essentially, to put it in a short pitch, it's a way to synchronize your devices over the internet and be happy about it. Okay. Another screenshot. Okay. Yahoo Search Monkey, or semantic web in every phone. So, about a few weeks ago, I had a lecture here about semantic web, or RDFA, where it said you should really tag your data in a semantic way, using microformats, using RDFs, and stuff like that. And what the lecture boiled down in the end was like, why should I do this? What's the business opportunity for my company to actually go and nicely tag my data and not just kind of do the opposite and put everything in images? So, Yahoo is making a appealing point to that with their Search Monkey project, also invite only, and they're also not giving out invites so happily. The idea is that it enhances your search results. What we're seeing is basically on top, we're seeing our search results from Yelp for a restaurant. And Yelp, just to give you some background information, Yelp is the biggest USA service directory around restaurants and things like that. So when you're searching for something, you usually want to get a Yelp result because they have lots of reviews and can tell you a lot about it. So, but what Yahoo actually manages to help you with is to take the boring result and make it into nice structured data with a picture and the information that you think is important about whatever page you're trying to present to users. So the different presentation layers, so images or info bars, so it's on the bottom, how many reviews you have, I think, and then the question is, of course, how it is done. Each presentation layer in this is actually not supposed to be readable, but the idea is that it's a piece of PHP code with which you basically say pick this array and that array and put this information around it and put the image here, and then it's based, and this is again going to look like this as the results before. So we're using PHP to format output, and we're using microformats and RDFA and ERDF to basically go and use that as a way to retrieve the data from web pages. Or if we're not, if our pages are not structured in that way, we can then we can also data scrape our pages using expat expressions, which in a layman's terms would basically actually mean like writing some really nice XML expressions to describe your web page. But there are different ways to get your data into Yahoo in a structured way or semantic way, and then you can use that to make a nice output. And because you have a nice output, more people click on your link, on your pages are more informative, etc. So that was Yahoo. And of course, I can also tell you some editorial about it, is that the neat feature of Yahoo Search Monkey is that, well, it was released 2 years after Google did it. Google has a similar feature for the last 2 years, and